Minecrafters, guess what? It's Kimise, and I'm back for another episode of KimiseCraft. And I know it's been a few days, guys, so thank you for your patience, but we've been working. There's my buddy Ender. He's kind of hanging around. And I've been just working on a few quality of life things on the fortress here. This is going to be a long-term project, especially when it starts indoors. But notice I have doors on my main buildings on this main front building area right now. We went ahead and did some work here, and we got some stables going on. So we got some nice places to put some horses. We're gonna have to find some horses. Let me show you the other thing that I've done here. Let me go ahead and put this where it belongs. It's already saved me once today. Woo! Okay, so if we fly out here, you'll notice that we got the front of our clock worked out. I think that turned out okay. Yeah, I still need to put some windows up in here, but I'm really kind of liking how that all turned out front. The clock turned out okay. We still have to figure out this section on the back side. I'm thinking about putting a whole bunch of windows up, and then we want to go ahead and get the windows up on the front side here, and then we'll start working on the interiors. But for the most part, oops, I forgot there's a window there. Everything's starting to come together. Other things I did is I went ahead and got some dark oak, because I think the dark oak is the perfect contrasting wood for this section. And I went ahead and put a whole bunch of light posts out. So now this place is fully lit and no chance of unintended visitors, except for Mr. Ender over there. I can't get rid of him. Okay, and now we could even start working on the path, and maybe even start working on the two big defense towers we're going to have here. But I'll tell you what, you know, what I really like about builds like these, and when you start putting in some of those details, you know, because this is what makes it fun. It's like when you're coming in around the corner, like you're walking through here, and this is how I try to think about building. You know, where does your eye go? It's like, whoa, what is that place over there? And that a clock? And it absolutely looks like a clock, and you got all these different layers of things up there. It just draws your eye over there and it's like, man, we gotta go check that out. And the more you build up things, the more it starts to come together. Like that right there, that already looks like something. Just imagine once we start working on these sidelines here, you know, and start getting into some of these additional building things, I think it's just going to, you know, start becoming so awesome. And then if you know the way up, like once we carve this out and turn this into a courtyard here, then come straight up here, put a couple of guilds type buildings here. I mean, this place will just continue to start coming together bit by bit. And I'm super excited about this. So guys, today, here's what I'd like to do is I want to kind of change the pace a little bit, because we've got the building. I know it's all about interiors. I mean, you know, we could go ahead and just, I don't want that there. And come up here and go ahead and start putting up walls and everything, and we definitely want to do that. But I want to change the pace, because we've been working on the keep now for, I don't know, quite a few episodes. And I think right now what I'd like to do is I'd like to just go ahead and change gear right now, and come down here and talk about what's going to be down. Yeah, so we got this really fantastic cave structure here. And what I want to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and start working on a path that comes down here, follows that, and just goes all the way down. Or I mean, maybe come around there, and all the way down there, and create some really awesome lush cave. Maybe even have like a stream going through it. And I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be. I got to get a whole bunch of resources. I don't know if I'm going to do it all in stone. I'm thinking about just doing it all in stone and just coming juice down, yeah, like zippity-doo around there. And I think it's going to be like absolutely epic, but it's going to take a lot of playing around with it. So what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this, because this is our project, is making our staircase all the way down. And you think, well, that's not much. I go, yeah, it is, for how much time I've got to work on it. And so first off, I want to say thanks for checking everything out. Don't forget, guys, if you've been enjoying the series, been enjoying what we're doing here, make sure you hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And you know, you guys have been awesome. You're helping me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is just absolutely epic. And as soon as we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be able to do even more. So if you're enjoying this, and I know you are, if you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much. If you haven't, I'd consider doing it. So guys, this is Kimise. I'm going to dig into this. We're going to start working this area really hard. I'm going to bring you guys back once we have some progress into our big cave. This is Kimise. See you in a bit. Hey guys, I am back, and boy, you'd think something like this wouldn't take some time, but it does. It does take some time. So let me show you. As opposed to just coming over here and having a pit, now check it out. We have this really great walkway. And I'm going to keep you aimed at the center so you can start to see what happens as you come down the walkway. You see how it starts to open up, guys? Look at this. So what I did is I just kept it really simple. We'll come back and we'll start changing the stairs with variations, but I used some cobble, some stone, some stone bricks. And look at that. Look at how much it opens up as you go farther down. And we came along down here, and then it made sense to go ahead and make a bridge across. So we went ahead and made a bridge across here. Now, of course, we're gonna make it look nicer. Yeah, we've got a lot of supporting work to do in here. And so then we start coming down here, do a little side channel through a cave, and boom, check it out. Look at how big this place is, right? So let's just keep going down. Have a little platform here, which looks really good. Okay, then when we keep going down this way, you know, and we got all this area. Look at how big this is. Then we keep coming down here, and we got a pathway that we got to figure out there. Come down here, and then here's our opening it back up, and now we're down to the bottom, and we're still not to the bottom. Check it out. We come down this way, and boom. Now, look, the cave keeps going. And guys, you know what? The new cave systems are just, I mean, immense. Absolutely immense. So yeah, it keeps on going. And I lit some stuff up down there just so it'd be kind of safe. And I'm not sure if we're going to continue a pathway down there, but we're at least going to go down this far. You know, we got pits like this built in. I mean, it's just, this place is awesome. I went ahead and got some torches just to light up because it was getting pretty dangerous coming down here to check stuff out. Yep. So I mean, you know, I went ahead and lit some things up. What the next step is what I want to do is we're going to make a big kind of like underground oasis. So we're going to come up with some pool areas here. I think we're going to find ourselves some dripstone, so we can add some dripstone in here as well, because I think having some dripstone in the cave would really be cool. Geez, look at those guys up there. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I mean, there's so many spots we haven't looked at. Plus, I think it'd be really great to have some very neat magic elements. Like we're doing this kind of like medieval town type thing with the caves and stuff. Not quite medieval, more fantasy, I guess. Yeah, that'd probably... Look at that cave. We have... Yeah, I mean, it's just... So there's some elements I want to do. Oops, gotta get rid of this guy, okay? Come on, go away, dude. You know, but... I think the next step here is we need to moss it out. When we need to figure out where we're going to have a pool. So what I'm trying to think, I'm thinking this area right down here would be great for us to have a large water area right in here. And if we got some of that glow lichen underwater and everything to kind of give us some stuff, maybe even put in some salmon or something down in there, I think it could be absolutely epic. And then if we combine that, if we combine that with some mossy cave, and that's what I'm thinking the next step is going to be, is we're going to come down here and mossy the cave out. Now, I don't know if you've experienced this, and let's go ahead and go up to the top. My goodness, it's just so much. We'll go up through this way. And we haven't even gone up to the wizard tower. Like the wizard tower that's going to be like right here. It's going to be so epic. Okay, anyways, let's get back to what we were doing. So what do we want to do for this next section? Well, let's go ahead and head down here because we have some things that'll help us out with that. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever done this before, but one of the things that came out in the last update, not 118, but 117. Yeah, 117. One of the cool things that came out in 117. I'm going to go ahead and put all this down for right now. We're going to come back and get this stuff later when it's time. Okay. But when 117 came out, 117 gave us a really cool thing. And I don't know if you've experimented with it at all, but we're going to take this and we're going to take another stack of bones with us. Okay. But if we come down here, yes, there it is. Moss. And we only need one moss. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me show you the magic of the moss block, because this is just going to open up this area. And what I want to do is I want to do a really cool place that people are going to want to go down into. Okay. And this is just going to be stage one. There's going to be lots of stages to us developing this area, you know. So, but first what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and, like, for instance, put this here and watch this. See what I mean? See what I mean? And I've got my my Silk Touch shovel with me. Okay, got my Silk Touch shovel with me. That way we can go ahead and grab a moss block. Very good. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do some mossing. Oh, maybe that won't work there. It's okay. That's okay. This is a much better platform. So let's go ahead and put a moss block there, and boom. And automatically, you'll already see that starts to go ahead and give us something a little bit more. Now, those are okay, you know, and it already kind of looks cooler. I think it does anyways. But when you start, you know, let's see here. Well, let me do it here. Yeah. We're just going to keep on going down and keep on adding in. Like, some of these places won't have a lot. And we need to create platform. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do here. But, you know, one great thing, and this stuff, when you get, like, let's hit it here. I think this is a great spot to do it. Let's go ahead and hit it here. Because now you can really see what you can do with it right here. Like, yep, just like that. Okay? And very good. Now look at how that looks now when you come into it. Okay? And you could even take it a step further with one of these. Like, I wonder if I can get this to grow here. Nah, probably not. Okay, but those azaleas, you know, it'd be really great to get them to grow up in here as well. Let me grab a moss block for us to continue our mad mossing adventure. Now, where this really will become cool, we'll do this little corner here. Yeah, like, I didn't get much out of here, because what's doing is it's looking for the right type of blocks to change, right? Like right here, this is actually a good spot to do this, because you've got a lot of flat blocks to do it with. And what's great about it is it's going to give you things like carpets. It's going to give you things like, where'd my bones go? There we go. Okay. Yep. And in the right example, you might even get an azalea tree to grow. I just haven't gotten the headroom to do that with it yet. But I mean, just check it out. I mean, automatically, you know. And then we can make pathways through this stuff. We can get some dirt, right? And then it's just automatically given us a different palette to work with. Now, obviously, you can overdo something, like you can overdo any blocks. But excuse me, guys. But what a great way to add something different into the build, especially into a cave build, right? I mean, just absolutely fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a block. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And so now we've already added a whole bunch of new interest as we come down. And it's a great way for you to get rid of just stone. Yeah, like, look at that. Suddenly no stone. No stone. Okay? And it gives you a ton of great building blocks. You know? And you can just keep following it down the path, right? Check it out. Let's get rid of all the stone. No, not really. But it does add a different element to the build, which is very, very nice. And it's very friendly, too. I'll tell you what, you know. Very, very nice. I don't know. I like it. I like the opportunity to add green underground. Don't you guys? I think you do. And, you know, we might get a few things. Did we get to keep that? Yeah, we did. Look at that azalea right there, okay? So let's go ahead and take that with us. Okay, and I think where it will really shine is when we start messing with it down here, because now what we can do is we can actually create pools. Like, a pool would be really great to have right here. And then you take your moss block, boom, and then boom. You know, now we can start really creating an underground oasis in these mossy caves. you know. Now, of course, you know, you don't want to go too crazy. Gosh, we're getting a lot of azaleas. What if we got an azalea to grow out here? I think that'd be absolutely awesome. There we go. And the azaleas, you can go up there and you'll get the azalea trees in there. Too bad that didn't turn out to be a different wood, but hey. And so now we're coming down here, and now we can turn this into something entirely, I don't know, new, you know? And so I've got some ideas for the caves down here, but it's going to take a little bit of work and a little bit of editing, you know? Like, you know, the easy part will be just to come in here and spam a whole bunch of moss blocks, right? You know? But I mean, for the moss blocks to really look good, we also got to have some dirt around them too. Too bad it doesn't create dirt. That'd be great if the moss blocks would create dirt as well. And then if we can get a few of these trees down here, suddenly we're creating a different environment. And then we have to get some vines. I mean, I think you guys are getting the idea. Whoa! Yep. And we need to go ahead and mob-proof some of these areas. Like, I need to go ahead and get a whole bunch of that glow lichen, because I think that'd be great. We need to mark spots for lakes and everything. But the main point of this episode was getting that path created down here and showing you guys some of the things we might want to do. So guys, I want to say thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun, and this is just another stage in creating this world and putting it into something new. I've got some great ideas for these caves that I think you guys might really, really like, some more fantasy elements. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.